this video, we're going to tackle about figures and moods in a categorical syllogism. First of all, we're going to start off with a figure. Figure is a syllogism determined by the location of the middle term. So to identify middle term so easily, you just have to see that there's two words that are mentioned twice. Like for example, suicide bombers. Suicide bombers. Now that is called a middle term. A middle term cannot be in the conclusion, since that is a job for the predicate and the subject. Now, there's only four figures that you only need to know. Figure 1 is sub pre. Okay, to easily get to easily get this, you just have to think that sub is in the left side while pre is in the right side. Now, it can also be alternated like in figures 4, but to make it more simpler, you only need to think that sub is in the left side while pre is in the right side. Like figure 2 is mainly on the left side while figure 3 is mainly on the left side. Now, figures 4 is just an alternated version of figures 1, but as long you can get it anyway. Now, just remember that left side left side is sub and the right side is pre. And also be mindful that it's the middle term is always duplicate. Now, moods. Moods is referred to the different possible combination of the premise and conclusion according to the quantity and the quality. Now, there's only 256 combinations. However, there's only 19 that are valid. What are these 19 moods, you say? Now, they are presented in a mnemonic symbols. Now, to make this more easier, you don't have to memorize all of this by your own. You just have to memorize them each by each. In figures 1, you only need to memorize 4. If you memorize all 4 of them, you have to memorize figure 2, which is also 4. And you have to memorize figure 3, which is 6. Now you have to memorize figure 4, which is 5. Now, since since you can just memorize this on your own, but I do advise that you just have to memorize them each figure by figure. Now, this is going to be our quiz, gonna be like, so hopefully you understand this. Now, the categorical syllogism said, all philosophers are scientists, but some philosophers are saints. Therefore, some saints are scientists. Now, as you can see, that the middle term is always in the left side. Therefore, it's a sub. Both middle term are sub. And what is the figure that mainly has sub, which is figure 3. Now, this is going to be the difficult part if you haven't memorized it, but in simple term, you just have to list out all the moods in figure 3. The rapti, the rapti, Disamis, Tatisi, Felapton, Barcardo, and Perison. Now you just have to I now since we listed all of these moods together, Now you just have to think. Now you just have to identify the quantity, the proposition, the proposition of the categorical syllogism. Now, this is A, since it's universal. This is I, and this is I. And again, I forgot to mention that these are codes, okay? Like you have to look at you have to look at the vowels that is in them, like A and A. At this case, we are looking at AII, and which is the TC. Therefore, the mood is the TC. Now, question 2. No civilized person are terrorists. All head all headhunt hustlers are terrorists. No head hustlers are civilized persons. Okay, since now we can identify the middle term in the right side, but and the only one that has pre as a figure is figure 2. Now, I'm going to list all of the moods again so I don't have to be confused. Cesare, Camen Camestres, Festino, and Borroco. Oh, Barocco. So we got we got E since it's negative, and it's A since it's affirmative, and we got E as a conclusion. Therefore, the mood is Cesare. Now for the final question. The middle term, as we can see, is in the right side, and the other one is in the left side. Articulate people. Okay. The one the one with the pre-sub is figure number 4. Uh and there's only 5 moods that is possible to this. Brahmantip, Dimares, Dimares, Sem Kamenes, Pesapo, and Precision. Since as we can see right now, it's A. Therefore, the final answer is Tamares. Dimares. So that would be all. It's not that difficult as long as you memorize it and also the pattern of where are the middle terms came from. So I hope you find this video helpful and that would be all. And thank you.